Next, explanation of latent heat of melting on the basis of kinetic theory model. Actually, kinetic theory model based on the kinetic energy and the potential energy present in the state of matter. The complete understanding. Let us see. According to kinetic model, according to this model, the molecules in solid vibrate about their mean positions. You know already. All the particles arranged in the regular pattern in the solids. All the particles present in the solids will be vibrating above their mean positions. They are changing the energy from one molecule to another molecule, so that is the entirely molecular motion present in the solid state. The total energy of a molecule is, if you calculate the total energy of the corresponding molecule, is the sum of its kinetic energy due to its motion. How much fast it is moving. You already know kinetic energy is nothing but half into m into v square. More the speed, more the kinetic energy, which depends on the temperature. Even the kinetic energy will be depends upon the temperature. More the temperature, more the kinetic energy present in the solid, same solid, and its potential energy. Because of the total energy is nothing but the sum of the potential energy as well as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is nothing but how fast the molecule is moving about their mean position. Second one is nothing but its potential energy is, which depends upon the force of attraction between the molecules and the separation between them. How much distance it is, and again the force of attraction how it is. Based on that, its potential energy. So finally, the total energy of the each molecule equals to the sum of the kinetic energy as well as potential energy. Kinetic energy due to motion about their mean position, and the second one potential energy is nothing but how much force of attraction between the one molecule to the another molecule, which depends upon the distance also. When a solid changes into liquid, if suppose solid is changed into liquid, what will happen? Without any change in temperature, there is no change in the temperature, so that there is no change in the kinetic energy of a molecule. The average kinetic energy of the molecule does not change because of the kinetic energy will be depends upon the temperature, so that there is no change in the temperature, so there is no change in the kinetic energy of a molecule. But the separation between the molecules on an average increases. The separation between the molecules, suppose the molecule between one molecule to another molecule, suppose the distance is some part. If you increase the heat energy, then again it will be separated because of the potential energy will be goes down because of the particle distance is increasing. Next, to some energy is required for increasing the separation against the attractive force. Generally, the force of attractive is maximum in the case of the solids. In order to separate them, because of the one molecule and another molecule, I want to separate them by supplying some heat energy between the molecules for the increase in the potential energy of the molecule. What you are doing is nothing but the potential energy is increasing. Since the increase in the volume is negligible, so no heat energy is used in the case of the volume expansion. Even though in this case, all the materials will be expand on heating or increase in the size, whether it is a length, next to area, and also volume. But in this solids, the volume expansion is very small or negligible. We cannot consider it as an expansion of volume based on the how much heat energy you are supplying. So thus the heat energy, whatever the heat energy you are supplying to the entire solid, is during the melting is utilized only in the increasing the potential energy of the molecule. There is no change in the kinetic energy, there is no change in the volume expansion. Whatever the heat energy you are supplying continuously without any change in the temperature, only it is increasing the potential energy between the one molecule to the another molecule, and is called the latent heat of melting. That is called as whatever the amount of heat you are changing or you are passing to the entire solid in order to increase the potential energy between the two molecules, that energy is called as a latent heat of melting. Very important. Next note, suppose let us take an example. When a 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees centigrade changes to water at 0 degrees centigrade, here the temperature does not changes, only the phase is changing from the ice to 1 gram of ice is shifted into 1 gram of water at 0 degrees centigrade. There is no change in the temperature. Nearly 336 joules energy is used in the increasing the potential energy due to increasing the intermolecular separation. So latent heat of fusion or ice is 336 joule per gram. In order to change the 1 gram of ice into water, it needs 336 joules of energy. Heat energy is needed to change from ice to water at the same temperature without changing any temperature. So the latent heat of the ice is 336 joule per gram. That is the complete meaning of the latent heat of the melting of ice on the basis of the kinetic energy and also total energy. All of you might need the total energy is nothing but the sum of the potential energy and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is nothing but it depends upon the velocity, but potential energy is nothing but how much force of attraction between the two molecules present in the solid and as well as how much separation between them. Based on that, so 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees centigrade changes into water. I need 336 joules of energy is used in the case of the changes from the ice to the water at the same temperature without changing any temperature. So that the latent heat of ice is 336 joule per gram.